Hi everyone, sorry I cannot be there today, but I wanted to make sure you knew exactly what you're supposed to be working on and making sure that you are on the same page I am. Today what you are going to do is finish your debate document. Now, let's start from the beginning. You should have your folders in front of you. If not, please make sure they get in front of you. What you need to do before you do any other part of your document is make sure, number one, you need to make sure you have number 2 answered on the front page of your packet. So if we go into your Google Classroom, let me go into my 4th period class, into the Genetics and Ethic Debate documents. We're going to go ahead and click on CRISPR. Remember, whichever one of these projects you have is the one you click. Alright, so number 2, this question right here. Why is this being used? Very, very, very important. So, remember, this question is important because if you scroll all the way down to the rubric, are you stating the answer to that? Giving a brief statement? Are you giving me more than one sentence about this? Are you giving me more than one reason? So that would be about one reason or two. Describe giving more than 2 reasons, so 2 or more reasons. That's going to get you to that 7-8 level, and that's an A right there. After you answer number 2, then you're going to go up, and you are going to write your scientific argument. Now, your claim should already be done. We did this in class today, or since you're watching this on Thursday, yesterday. Claim already should be done. If you just made it to class, if you were absent, if you click into this genetic engineering practice CER, here's your sentence. So you would just replace that first word here with whatever your technology is, and then depending on what table you're at, the positive side, which would be the pros, or negative technology, which would be the cons. Okay, now let's go back to this project. So what you're going to do is I already found a bunch of awesome articles and videos for you that will really help you find evidence. What you are doing is you are picking one of these articles and you are finding one piece of evidence that supports your claim from the site. So if you picked CRISPR is positive, you're going to focus on the pros argument. Find the best 2 pieces of evidence, because you will have to do this twice. You are not spending all class period going through every single document. Find an argument you like. Tell me what your evidence is, why that proves you're right. And remember, I love when you put this shows or this proves. So here's an example on genetic engineering. This proves that. Tell me what it is, why you pick it, this proves what. Okay? So that's how you're going to do evidence 1 and evidence 2. Now, when you've picked what website you would like to get information from, you are going to find the source. You are going to use MyBib, which is what you've used all year in Miss Maester's classroom or Miss Cox's or Miss Witchard's. So, just an example is if you click into this video and you go to the website MyBib, click into it. Okay, here's my video. Let's say I'm going to take the first couple minutes of this video and talk about it in the document. You're going to copy and paste this link. Remember, you can either right-click, copy, or Control-C, go to Create Citation, Control-V, or Control-Paste. Now, this is a YouTube video, so you want to make sure you click YouTube or video, search. You click it. You're going to scroll down to date viewed as whatever day and save. All right, when I get back, you can start raising your hand and I'll come through and check those off. Because if you read the project, it says show your teacher when you have your APA citations completed. So, because there is one piece of evidence here, one piece of evidence here, you should have two. Okay? So, next, after your evidence is done, we're going to scroll down to your reasoning. Now, I really need you to go back to this practice and show me that you can read these directions, because this is exactly how you write your reasoning. You're just going to restate your claim. Restate just means put it in a different sentence. 2, now tell me what that evidence was again. Remind me. This one, why does your evidence support your claim? Why did you pick this piece of evidence or these pieces of evidences? And then what the other side of the argument? If you were on the pro side, what are some cons of this whole thing? And what can you say that's still going to convince that you're right? And you always end your reasoning with therefore, comma, and then you restate your claim. That's a very easy way to turn around and say, therefore, I am right. Now, when this whole project is done, it is very, very, very important. If you think you are finished, check your work with the rubric. This, again, is the easiest rubric I've given you to understand. It's very clear. Are you just stating evidence? Are you giving me at least 2 pieces of evidence? Are you giving me 2 evidences and reasoning why? Are you giving me the pro-con side of your reasoning? Remember, the next one is scientific words. Instead of saying plants and animals, organisms. Instead of saying, making sure you're using the words genome, genetics, DNA, manipulating. Try to up your language a little bit. And then the last one's just that APA sources. The only way you would not get a 7 and 8 in this category is if you go to the mybib.com and you don't have anything, or you only have 1 out of the 2. Each piece of evidence that you come up with on this document, one should come from one of these, the other should come from a different one. I want you to make sure that you're looking at all of these articles at least once, glancing, doing what you need to do to make sure you know what you're talking about. If you have any questions for me, you may email me. You know my email is hooked up to my phone. So I will have access to that, but please make sure that you are doing your work. Just like yesterday, today is a voice level 0. You should not be talking to your group members. All of the questions that you should have should be emailed to me if you have them. Making sure, if you go to this part, genetics and ethic debate documents, this practice will help you tremendously. And if you want to rewatch this video to figure out the MyBib, you can. However, you can also click this link. This link will take you to a document which will give you step-by-step directions how to do an APA citation using MyBib. And it looks like that's going to take a couple more minutes. So, if you have questions, email me. You should be at a voice level 0. You should not be talking because you have a lot of work to get done in a very short amount of time. The last thing I do want to say, remember, same thing with the headphones as yesterday. If you all steal my headphones, I'm not buying any more. So please be responsible. And then last but not least, if you get only a little bit of this project done, maybe you don't get all your reasoning done, maybe you only find 1 piece of evidence, you know, you need to look at that clock and make sure you're doing what you need to be doing. You can take it home. If you make that choice to take it home, you are responsible for bringing it back to school. That should say to school. Because you are going to need these documents for your debate. And if you leave it at home, you cannot participate. So please make sure that if you do end up bringing it home, that you will be bringing it back to school. Again, if you have any questions, you know my email. Good luck and have fun.